Hi, how you doing? My name is Lewis Crane and I'm running for Sabbatical Welfare Officer at this year's AUSA elections.
Hi Lewis, so why are you running?
Well, looking specifically at welfare, it's something that I've dealt with personally. I've dealt with a lot of kind of mental health stuff, and it's something that I feel like I can bring a lot to the table. I can take my personal experiences, I can take my kind of academic and my work experiences, and filter into something I really care about.
That's great. And what are your three main policies or your three main goals?
I've made sure to make little buzzwords for these. So it's physical, mental, and academic. I want to be able to help people improve their physical well-being. Things like exercise, diet, things like that. Because if you feel good, if you physically feel good, it affects you mentally. Mentally wise, I want people to feel like the university is an environment where they can feel like their issues, their problems can be discussed and can be like seen to, that they have the means by which that they feel they can succeed. And of course, academically, those all relate together. I want to be able to not only support people socially and individually, but also help them with their academic stuff. And they both reflect of each other. So things like I want to set up workshops to help people with essay writing, presentation skills, things like that. So just being able to help people all across the board at university.
Brilliant. Why do you think you're the best person for the job?
Um, Individual is probably the key word here. I can look at people on kind of an intimate level, one-on-one, as individuals and as a bigger piece. Because when it comes to welfare, it's not something that you can look at as a general. You can look at it as a general field, but it is very individualistic. I have a lot of experience dealing with different people. I like to think I'm a fairly friendly person, so I would be able to make people feel like they have a voice, that they have someone that they can speak to help them.
What do you think will be the biggest challenge if you're elected, and how will you deal with it?
Well, the biggest challenge for me personally is I like to make sure everyone's happy. And obviously, being one person, there's only so much I can do. I can't cover every single issue, and every single person's individual issues. The way I would deal with that, obviously, is try to get most of it, the most amount of people, make sure that the most amount of people are happy and the most amount of people are enjoying themselves. I want this to be a university people can be proud to be in, and not have to worry too much about the social side. Degrees are already hard enough. Degrees are hard enough without needing to worry about other things. So allow your welfare department to help you there.
The next question is the last one. It's from our current welfare officer. He wants to know, what is the main thing that you would do to improve students' welfare on campus?
Mostly working with students themselves, being able to take an active role with students and being able to work with what we have within the uni, so things like the counselling services, the Samaritans, the things that we have within the uni, working with things that we have, and also working externally, working with like the sports village for physical stuff, working with societies internally to help with things like physical education, even like social well-being, having more events with societies. That means people can feel more involved with things, so they don't feel so, especially for freshers, getting them involved with societies is the first step in creating this little social niche. Having societies work together, not just with each other, but also with the welfare office and with AUSA as a whole. So just basically making it feel more like a community and being able to take an active role in that.
Thank you so much. Brilliant.
Thank you.